All right, so let's go ahead and look at number 15. So we're going to finish up some of these on this side. Mason, let's get focused. We're going to finish some of these on this side. Who knows what I should do to these fractions first? Common denominator. So let's get a common denominator right here. So this is going to be times 2 and times 2. So I'm going to sort of rewrite it. Well, I'll do it right here. So this is going to be 7 3/8 minus r equals negative 5 and how many eighths? 6/8. Okay. And then I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to get the r all by itself. Okay. I'm going to get the r all by itself. So what do I need to get rid of? So how am I going to get rid of 7 3/8? So a negative, not necessarily subtract, but it is going to be a negative 7 3/8, negative 7 3/8. Okay. And then this cancels out. So you're left with negative r. But these are the same sign. So what are you going to do with the fractions? You're going to sum them, and there's more of the negative sign. And so on this one, can I add 2 to this one to make it a whole? Yeah, and then I'm going to take the 2 from here. So I can take 2 from here, 1 left. I can add 2 to this, so now it's a whole, and I can wrap it and move it. So this is going to be 7, 12, is that 13? And 1/8. But then I have a negative r. What can I do to fix that? Yeah, change it as long as you change the sign on the other side. So our positive r is equal to a positive 13 and 1/8.
I would have just figured it out when I had.
All right, let's stop the comments. Mrs. Goudot was telling me today that, we need to keep track of the behavior because apparently there's going to be some sort of trip, I think, in March, and she's going to be looking at the behavior chart that we're doing. So just be aware of that. All right, and then find your answer. It is right here. And then let's look at one of the harder ones. I'll leave 16 for you to do, and then let's look at maybe the 17. Okay. What's the first thing that you should do? Get rid of your fraction by getting a common denominator. Who knows what the common denominator is? 3 doesn't go into 10. 30. Again, if you want to find it very quickly, you can go 3, 5, 10. You don't use these two. And then find multiples. 3 doesn't go into that yet. Add another 10, 30. 5 goes into that, 3 goes into that. So it's going to be 30. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply this one by 6 and 6. This one by, what is that going to be? 10 and 10. This one by 3 and 3. But we're still going to have to do something else in just a moment. So I'm going to write those down. So that's going to be negative 5 minus k is equal to, is that 9 over 30?
Yeah.
So it's going to be 9 over 30 minus, who knows what?
10.
Minus 10 over 30 plus what? Plus 24 over 30. Okay. And I can get rid of all these 30s, but first of all, I guess I'll go ahead and collect them, and then we'll see what's left, and then we'll get rid of the 30. So I still have minus 5 minus k is equal to, so which two have the same sign?
10 or 9.
The 9 and the 24. So same sign sum. So would that be 33? So that's going to be 33 over 30 minus 10 of them. What would that be? 23. So it's going to be 23 over 30. So again, same sign sum, that's 33 minus the 10 of them. Now, who has an idea? Plus 5. Actually, this isn't that hard. I don't need to do that. Okay. So who knows what I need to get rid of?
Oh, the 5.
And how am I going to get rid of the 5?
Add it.
And we're going to add it. So it's going to be plus 5 plus 5. So you've got negative k is equal to, this is just 5 and 23 over 30. Well, I don't want a negative k, so what's the last thing you have to do? There you go, make it a positive, as long as you make this the opposite sign as a negative. And that's in our answer bank. We're done with that one. So negative 5. Okay, I shouldn't hear all little comments. Yes, ma'am. But because those are the same sign, so I'm going to sum them, which that came to the 33 over 30. And then we took away 10 of them, so it leaves you with 23 over 30. Right? And then, so that's your final answer. So I'm going to leave, so we did this one. Which one did we do? We did the one with the R. Right, so we've got R is equal to 13 and 1/8. All right, so let's flip it over, and I'll tell you in just a little bit which ones you're going to do. Does yours say?
Fraction.
Yeah. I didn't, okay, darn. Okay. So this is not equations. I didn't mean for you to have this many. But we'll go ahead and do
You
that.
just cancel out the last one.
No, I ran off. No, we are going to do that. So 30, we'll go ahead and do it. All right. So again, this is going to be pretty easy. You just look at your signs, and if there's any double sign, you're going to connect them. I might change this a little bit. Let me just look at all the columns. Yeah. First column, second column. All right. So 16. I want to do. All right. So I had actually planned a different one with 12 problems. So we'll do the same. I'm going to take these off. So you just need to find your answers. You're not going to be able to do any puzzle, which is that's okay. So on this one, who knows what you're going to do? If it's a plus in the middle, you could ignore it. Are you going to same sign sum these or take the difference?
I didn't get that.
Okay. All right, then. So you're going to take the difference, and of course get your common denominator. The one you have to be careful of, what do you do with a negative negative? You make sure that you change the sign to a positive positive, and then are these the same sign? No. So you're again going to take the difference, always putting the larger one on the top. So on this one, by the way, I should already know what is my sign going to be.
Negative.
Positive.
Positive, because there's more positives. And if you put your signs down first, you don't need to work with them in the problem itself, except to put I'm subtracting or I'm adding. So on this one, same sign. You're not going to sum. You're going to take the difference. There's more of what sign?
There's more of negatives.
There's more negatives. So this one, what are you going to do with this one? Are you going to same sign sum or take the difference?
Just add some.
You're going to sum them. And there's more of what sign? Fred, focus. And there's more negative. This one should be really easy. This is just that minus that. And there's more of what sign?
Positive.
There's more positive. This one's obviously going to be what sign?
Positive.
Positive, because there's not even a negative in there. And then this one, be careful, is same. What looked like a minus is not. Same sign. What are you going to do with these two? Sum them. And there's more of what sign?
Negative.
Negative. Which number is going to go on top when you're subtracting? No, you're adding these, so it doesn't matter. But I would still stick with the bigger one. So do you kind of get the idea on that? You guys, you're going to finish those 12 and these two, and that's it. And you can begin. You're going to do these two on the back, the 16 and the 18, and then 1 through 12 on this side.
New.
Yes, let me show this off.
Show them together so I can kind of help them.